Hello everyone and welcome back to 2024. I want to say Happy New Year to you all and welcome to this beautiful year of 2024 with plenty prospects. I pray that all our dreams come to pass in this year 2024, and I pray that your dreams of migrating abroad will be accomplished in this very year. All I want you to do now is, whenever you see an opportunity, I want to encourage you to just try it out. Put in your application. If you've been applying and you've not been getting any response, this is a time for you to sit back and check what you're not doing right. You should check your CV and see if you're actually putting the right things you're supposed to put into the CV, because that's the number one key to achieving your dreams of migrating abroad through the visa sponsorship route. Now, Canada has been creating out different pathways to enable people migrate to the country. Whether you have qualifications or you don't have qualifications, Canada is creating out different ways for you. And today's video, I want to tell you how you can migrate to Canada as a caregiver. If you're already a caregiver or an aspiring caregiver, or you have the experience, or even if you're already in Canada working as a caregiver, then this pathway is for you. This pathway is going to give you the possibility to apply to become a permanent resident in Canada. Canada created out a pilot program to enable caregivers migrate to Canada with their families with the hope of getting permanent residents there. They have two pilot programs. One is the Home Childcare Provider Pilot, which has the NOT code 44100. Your duty is just to take care of children, either in your own home or in your employer's home. It does not have to be a daycare, no. And you don't have to live in your employer's house to be qualified for this particular one. And the other one is the Home Support Worker Pilot. The NOT code, that's the code you will use for application, is 44101. This one now, you have to take care of someone that needs help. Whether the person is in their house, but the person doesn't have to be in your own house. You don't have to also live in their house to take care of them. You can be going and coming back. That is all these two pathways now. These are the things you're going to be doing for the people. But I want to share some steps you can use to make this very easy for you. Things you should know before you start the application. You already know. In fact, we have a lot of aging population now all over the world. Many countries are creating now pathways for caregivers to migrate to their countries. So for this particular one in Canada, this program was introduced in 2019. It's supposed to be a 5 years program. They are supposed to stop this one in June 2024, but there's a possibility that they can extend it. If they see it's doing okay, and of course they're getting what they need from it, they might just make it permanent. Nobody knows. We're just hoping it becomes permanent, so to enable many people migrate to Canada. So these two programs now gives you an access to becoming permanent residents. If you're already a caregiver in Canada, or you have employment in Canada already, then this gives the opportunity to just apply for permanent residency. If you're going to Canada, then you have to check your qualifications, because this will determine the particular how you're going to go about your registration, your application for it. Your qualifying experience will determine the pathway, the paths you're going to choose for it. So I want to give you some guides on how you're going to do this. The first thing I want to talk about, the first step you're going to take is you have to just select the particular program you're going for. You know the experience you have, you know what you've done or what you've been doing, or the kind of care you've been rendering. Either you've been taking care of kids, or you're taking care of the elderly people, or someone that is sick or needs help. You already know that. Now you pick either the Home Childcare Provider Pilot or the Home Support Worker Pilot. You cannot pick the two. Your experience is just to determine which one you're going for now. You already know what you're doing, so you should know which one you want to go for, which one you want to stick with. You don't have to go around and around. No. The second step you have to take is you have to choose a particular category you're going for. These two categories now is: one, if you know you don't have up to 12 months experience, or you have not worked full-time in Canada, that is 30 hours per week, in Canada or in your country, wherever you are, then you should be applying for the one under the gaining experience category. That's to say, you haven't gotten up to one year experience, you're just a beginner. So that is the category you have to apply. Then the second one is if you have worked for 12 months or more, or you've worked full-time in Canada or in your country for like 30 hours or more, then you should just go ahead and apply in the direct to permanent resident category. Yeah, direct to permanent category. That is those that already have the experience, over 12 months experience. So you see, there are two categories now. So you have to know which one you're going for. Either you're going for under or you're going for above 12 months. Then this third one now, very important one, is that you have to secure a job offer. A company or an employer in Canada should give you a job offer, but it does not have to have LMIA. LMIA is not needed for this one. All you need is just a job offer. An agency or any employer can employ you as a caregiver, either either of the two, the home childcare provider pilot or the home support worker pilot. You have to pick which one you're going for. But this job should be a full-time job. That's 30 hours per week. And the salary you should be getting from this should be enough to take care of your family, because the family is going with you now. And now, when you're doing your application, you're allowed to apply for your family immediately. You should be applying for this. Gives the opportunity for open work permits for your family members or study permits, either level. They are either those that want to go work or they are still going to school. So you have opportunity to applying for open work permits or the study permit for your family members. That's to say they're going with you immediately. You don't have to go and they'll join you later. So the job offer you're getting should be 30 hours full time, and it shouldn't be in Quebec. I'm sure it's somewhere else in Canada, but not Quebec. No, that one is not allowed. Then the fourth step, this job offer you're supposed to get now should be based on what you already have the experience in, what you already know how to do, the kind of service you can render, either in either of the pilot programs now. So that's the kind of work you should be going for. You shouldn't have experience in taking care of kids and you're going for home support program. If you're picking one, you have to stick to that one. That is what you're going to be doing. You're not going to jump from here to the other one. No, so you have to be sure of the one you're going for and go for it. That is what you're being employed under. That's a pilot pilot program taking you to Canada. So you have to stick to that one. Don't think you can just change. And of course, you're not allowed to leave the pilot program and say, okay, you want to go and work in a restaurant or you want to go and work somewhere else. No, you have to really focus and do this. It's a 5 years pilot program. After the 5 years, of course, by then you should have gotten your permanent residency to remain in Canada. After 3 years or so, you should have gotten your permanent residency to remain in Canada. So you see, that's a very smooth and easy step for you to migrate from your country with your family. Now, the fourth thing you have to consider is you have the ability, you have the strength to do what you said you can do. What your credentials will say, okay, you have a care certificate in doing this or that. You have to display that, yes, you understand what this job is all about and what is expected of you, what you can do in this particular job. So you should just put your mind to it. Like I said earlier, if you're going for the home childcare provider pilot, your job is just caring for the children, either in your own home or in your employer's home. You don't have to live there, and it cannot even be a daycare. Daycare is not going to give you the qualification to be able to migrate for this job now. No, it doesn't have to be daycare, and it's not going to be in Quebec. While if you're going for the home support worker pilot, then you're taking care of a sick person, someone that needs the help, either in their home or not in your own home. Then you have to be going and coming back. You don't also have to live there. It depends on your employer if they want you to be there. For the home childcare provider pilot, if you have the experience in babysitting, nanny, living a nanny, it doesn't do the one you've lived in the family's house or anything, you can also qualify you personal support worker, home support worker, domestic worker. If you have experience in all this, then you can go for the home childcare provider pilots. That's a very good one for you. So now the fifth one now is you're expected to have I know you don't like to hear this, but it's just something needed. Language proficiency. Either you're supposed to write the English test or either the French one, and you're supposed to have a CLB 5 for the English and NLC 5 for the French. Either one you're going for. In the 4 categories, that's the reading, writing, listening, and speaking. All you need is just 5 band. You don't have to like write so much or kill yourself over it. Just 5, and then that is it. The 6th step you have to consider is you should meet up with the education requirements. That's to say, you should have completed upper secondary education 1 year, or you should have maybe a college or university qualification, just even if it's just to show for 1 year. This is what you need. I will show you the website, Canadian website, where all these things were listed. And when it was opened, it just got opened on the 1st of January. That is when this program was like open for this year. Last year, they got the cap they needed, as the capacity they wanted was filled up, so they closed it down. But for this particular one, it just started on the 1st of January. That's to tell you it's still very fresh. So start now to start doing your application immediately. Don't even wait on anything. Just start immediately. Then the 7th one you need to check is that you can actually come into Canada. Like you have the ability to live in Canada. Like you're allowed to move to Canada. You don't have any police issues in your country or whatever it is you've done that can prevent you from applying to move to Canada. You have to check that. That's checking your eligibility to move and live in Canada. Then the 8th one is that you have to choose the city where you want to apply for your permanent residence. So that is, choose your permanent residence location, any of the cities in Canada. This is now up to you where you want to stay after you have migrated to Canada. So you see, this is a smooth and easy step for you to move to Canada as a caregiver. Don't let this go by. I will drop the links to the applications to either the home childcare provider pilot and the home support worker pilot. Go ahead and start your applications. I'll just show you a little video where it was said, or where the Canadian website where it was also mentioned there, so you see it and see how authentic this is. Guys, I want to start immediately and start doing your application. I wish you luck as you do this, and don't worry that your dreams of wanting to migrate, you will accomplish it this year. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're coming across this face or my videos for the first time, I want to say welcome to you, and please just consider subscribing. If you know the information you're getting here is beneficial to you, just consider hitting the subscription button, the subscribe button. Just hit it and then turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos we will be putting up on this channel. My dream is to see that you accomplish your dreams of migrating abroad. That is why I make videos even for those without qualifications, any level at all, anyone you want, any country of your dreams. There is an opportunity for you. So guys, I will see you in my next video, but don't forget to share these videos with your friends, families, and give this video a thumbs up. That's all you need to do for me. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Good luck as you do your application. Start immediately. Bye. So guys, this is the Canada official website for the application of the home care pilot program. You can see it got opened on January 1st. It reopens on January 1st. Here you see, the caregiver immigration programs to Canada are reopened on January 1st. That's to say, it is already open for the home pilot program. And they said here, this particular one, home childcare provider pilot, gets to fill up very fast. Very, very fast. So they are telling applicants to like prepare themselves, like prepare your documents and start your application immediately. Because this particular cap, the home childcare provider pilot, has to fill up before you even know it is filled up. Last year they had to stop it before the closing time because it got filled up. So now this one is going to probably be open till June 17, 2024 here. But if they get up to the amount they want, as the cap gets reached, they're going to stop it. In 2023, the IRCC accepted 1,650 applications for the HCCP, that's the home child care provider pilots, but a cap of 15 online applications were reached on the very first day, on January 1st. Wow. The cap of 150 alternative formats applications was reached exactly a month later on February 1st. So they wanted 15, but they took 1,650. This is a very huge amount of people that applied for this. So this year now is open. Just start your application. If you have a certificate, or if you listen to the beginning part of this video, you should know at least you should have worked for 1 year. But if you did not work for 1 year, then you apply for the other part of the program. There are two sections: those that have worked for over 1 year, 12 months, and those that have not reached that. You apply for those that have not gotten enough experience they need. It's not just for those in Canada, it's for everybody outside Canada. Now, the Home Support Worker Pilots cap of 1,650 applications received either online or in alternative format was reached on November 28th. So this one took a long time to get filled up. So you can make a choice of where you want to apply under. With the upper limit on applications being reached so quickly, Canadian immigration officials are advising foreign nationals to get everything ready ahead of time before they attempt to apply through either of these two caregivers pilots. See, you may want to prepare as much as possible before the cap resets. You can create an account in the permanent residency portal if you don't already have one. This is telling you directly that you're going to get a permanent residency through this medium. If you already have an account, you won't be able to access any applications set before the cap resets. So if you said it last year, it will not work. So you have to just put another account. This is because online application expires about 30 days after a cap has been reached. You need to start a new application once the cap resets on January 1st. Guys, go and start your application this night. This is a very smooth way to migrate to Canada through the caregivers pathway. In 2024, the caregivers pilot may fill up even more quickly as Ottawa has slashed the amount of experience foreign nationals need to apply for permanent residence under this program in half, reducing the work experience requirement to only 1 year instead of 2 years. Before it was 2 years. If you've had 2 years experience, that's when you can apply for this program in Ottawa. But now they reduce it to 1 year now to make it easier for anybody that is into caregiving to be able to migrate to Canada. Caregivers are important options for families in Canada and have played an instrumental role in the lives of many growing children, making parents and those who need additional specialized care, said the Immigration Minister, St. Fraser. See, here they slashed it by half in 2023. So by reducing this work experience required in Canada to 1 year, more caregivers and their families will become eligible to transition to permanent residency sooner, meaning that they can settle down and start a new chapter of their lives here in Canada. The IRCC is hoping the change will dramatically improve processing time for these applications, benefiting up to 90% of applications that were then in processing, both the caregivers who are just starting out and those who have been providing care in Canada already. You see, it's for those outside Canada already and those already working in Canada. So don't let anything hinder you. This is a very good opportunity. The Immigration Minister also hinted the current pilot caregivers program could become permanent program starting in June 2024. Now, they are still assuming, yes, the hope is going to be permanent, but that shouldn't hinder you from doing the application. Now it's open in case if they don't make it permanent. So just start immediately. Here you see the caregiver part of our strategy to tackle the labor shortage challenges facing Canadian employers under the Home Childcare Program, and the SSW candidates must meet the following requirements to be eligible to apply. You just have to get a job offer. That's number one thing. A CBL language level. That's either IELT. I know in some cases you might need French, but I believe this is IELT. 1 year of Canadian post-secondary education or its foreign equivalent. Just 1 year. Applicants for caregiver pilot program must have valid job offer. That's number one thing you have to have. And then you come here to start applying, submitting an application for permanent residency. First, the applicant must get a work permit by submitting an application for permanent residency and work permit or study permit for themselves and the family. If you're going, you yourself now you're applying for work permit, then if your family has to go with you, you either apply for work permit or study permit for them. That should include an occupation-specific work permit to obtain the work experience applicants will need for the permanent residency. Depending on the experience you have, now determine the sector you're picking. If you're going for the home child care program or the HSW care program now. So from your experience, you know which one you're going for. Candidates who already have work experience as an in-home caregiver in Canada can choose one of the two options. They can use the two-step process outlined above and complete the required work experience to get permanent residency, or they can keep working in Canada with a current work permit and apply for permanent residency once the work experience term is completed, provided the general requirements are met. So guys, don't hesitate, just go ahead and start your application immediately as soon as possible. This is a very clear way to get into Canada through the caregiver's pathway I wish you luck as you do this. Just start immediately. Please, I am not the one begging you. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so you can recommend it to others. Just click on the like button. Don't just watch and pass. Just encourage me by clicking on the like button. And if you're just coming across my video for the first time, thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, may God bless you. I'll see you all in my next video. I'll make a video on some companies that can hire you as caregivers in Canada. See you all next time. Bye.